And just after that, Helen Hamback looked over at us and said she was ready, so it all works out. Everybody, oh, Slice is ready. Oh, and there's a muscle pose right there as well. So lots of action ready to go here. It looks like we're about to get lined up. It is going to be Yankee Scandal out there jamming for the Cherry Blossom Bombshells. Sharp Shredder, I believe, still in the right IP penalty box. And Yankee Scandal bursts through the outside lead jammer for the Cherry Blossom Bombshells.
Over she did, picking up that lead jammer status. Like we said, that power jam in the last half is carried over into this one. Sharp Shredder still in the right IP law penalty box.
Completes the scoring pass, 5 more points for the Bombshells. That's going to put them within 21 points right now.
That's right, she was able to take advantage of getting to the outside. She was able to take advantage of getting to the outside there, picking up that extra 5 points.
Yankee Scandal completes another scoring pass, calls off the jam, 4 more points being added to the tally. Bombshells now within 17 points, 105 to 88 is the score, 29 minutes left to go here in the game.
That is a lot of time left, just a minute there. Those points put up on the board, so lots of time for anything to happen in this one. On the support archers jammer line, we have Marion Barracuda for Scale Force 1, taking it on T1K1 Hulu for the Cherry Blossom Bombshells.
Looks like it's going to be a pack advantage in favor of the Bombshells, 4-on-3 in the pack. Youth are getting a little bit of assistance here from Kalikilla as Dig and whips the page pushed out of play. Youth lead jammer for the Cherry Blossom Bombshells. Doing a good job trying to find her way through the pack. Managed to pick up 3 points in that last jam, but called off the jam before Marion Barracuda could cause any damage.
And folks, this special jam is going to be brought to you by Karen Mary Confectionery, offering gift packages and special flavors. You can contact Karen Mary Confectionery directly for special orders at KarenMaryCO.com. Also, be sure to check out their amazing new flavors when you head over onto their website.
And they do have the special Valentine's gift basket that's up on their website as well, so make sure you go check that out. First time up jamming today for Deadly Horror, number 47 CFR. Of course, Scare Force. Hook and slash with the opponent.
And Deadly Horror picking up the jammer status there. Scare Force 1. They go into that pack.
At 1 point, Scare Force led by over 60 points. Now leading down to 14. Deadly Horror completes the scoring pass for 4 points, calling off the jam in the process, shown up.
Right, very methodical there, just picking up those boards and shutting it down. Points at the board is always a good thing right now. It's going to be 109, Scare Force 1. 91, Cherry Blossom Bombshells. 18 point lead here for Scare Force 1. As on the support option general line, we have Baby Daddy from Scare Force taking on Champion Cricket for Cherry Blossom Bombshells. Right back in the thick of things action-wise.
I believe a small dance party occurred in the pack before the jam begun, as Baby Daddy got nudged into lead jammer status for Scare Force 1. Baby Daddy finds her way around the inside, 4 points being added to the tally for Scare Force 1.
Put up 4 more
course, we've seen today, we've already seen a 32-point champ in the first game between the DC DEMONCATS and the Jordan. So 32 points, not a huge lead. Deficit to make up, I should say.
Not all that way. That's what's been going so far. All it takes is one to get into the jam. You'll be right back in it. As they take their places as DC Rollergirls jam run. We have very good for Scare Force 1. Taking on Hood and Slasher for the Blossom Bombshells.
In the last three jams, Scare Force 1 has been on an 18-0 run. Hood and Slasher wants to put an end to it. Of course, a very formidable foe on the Support Archer channel, and as you mentioned, very good. 45 points on the day thus far.
That's right. Been one flash for Scare Force 1 around this one. Point total so far. And she doesn't even have late jam status there. It's very good for Scare Force 1.
Very good. 45 points on the day. This is her 9th time out as champ. Calls off the jam. 2 points for the Slasher, 1 point for Very good.
Folks, this next jam is going to be brought to you by Nelly's Sports Bar. Nelly's Sports Bar on the Street supports the DC Rollergirls. Be sure to stop in for happy hour from 5 to 8 or right on Sunday.
Up on the Support Archer channel line, number 8, Baby Daddy, chanting for Scare Force 1, going up against number LD50, Yankee Scandal for the Cherry Blossom Bombshells. Yankee Scandal, the leading scorer for the Bombshells with 42 points on the day thus far.
Absolutely, Mission's having some time getting through that wall there. Baby Daddy. Scare Force 1.
Almost a paddle roll going on in the back as Baby Daddy calls it off. The whole team picking up 2 points in that last jam. So that last jam effectively a wash start to show up.
That's right. Those point totals cancel out there. It shows the tenacity of both teams too. The jam are really getting hit hard, but always in the thick of things.
Less than 22 minutes remaining here in the game. Scare Force 1 has the lead, 126 to 95. Sharp Shredder up the jam against Chamonix Cricket. Both teams in even strength, 3-on-3 in the pack. And they're about to lose Helen again. For a multi-player block. Forearm major penalty is going to send Sharp Shredder back to see the power jam in favor of the Cherry Blossom Bombshells. Huge opportunity right now for the Bombshells to make up some ground as Janet Cricket finds the outside, gets stopped up by Collins. A slice who gets in with a after parties. You know all about this city. It is your city. Tell me, where are the after parties being held today?
The after party's going to be in Penn Social. That's going to be located at 801 East Street Northwest. Keep in mind that their downstairs bar in the back is going to be reserved for us starting at 7:30 p.m. So you can come join us for food and drinks, dancing, and hey, guess what? We'll probably be playing games all night long. It's going to be a fun time. Please come out and have some fun with us.
Cherry Blossom Bombshells pulled back in within single digits, 126 to 120, thanks to a 25-point jam there. Scare Force 1 smartly taking the timeout to stall the momentum out because Bombshells in the last 3 jams on a 29-3 run. So the Bombshells doing an incredible job in the last few jams.
It's like they're picking their spots, taking advantage of whatever they can in order to put more points back up on the board. And that deficit shows that it's taking their places on these. Port Off Truth Jam line, we have the Yankee Scandal for Cherry Blossom Bombshells taking on Mary Kuda.
2 all-star jammers on the line right now. Pack advantage will be in favor of the Bombshells as this jam begins 4-on-2 in the pack. Yankee Scandal found the outside. She's going to lead jammer for the Cherry Blossom Bombshells. Bombshells are going to lose the blocking services of Bright and Dirty. She's on her way to the right IP while penalty box. Scandal survived an incredible hit right there, putting up 4 points on the board, and showed up 2 points separating these 2 teams right now. 2 points.
And just like that, it turns on a dime. Cherry Blossom Bombshells definitely taking advantage of the situation in front of them. Just like that, they're within 2. Under 19 minutes left. Their score 126. Scarborough score 124. Cherry Blossom Bombshells.
And the last 2 months under this new rule set has been extremely close. All 4 games that have been under this new rule set here at the DC Armory since January 1st have been full of excitement as a Court of Pain right now sweeps through, but Velocity Raptor down in the infield. Velocity Raptor getting back up. I believe an announcer much better than I, and Mr. Bob Cobble would say that Velocity Raptor is double tough, to say the least. Due to the injury, Velocity Raptor will be forced to miss the next 3 jams. The jam did end due to her injury. We're going to reset, get back in action. Clock frozen at 18:27. 2 points still separating these 2 teams as Yankee Scandal and Sharp Shredder up to jam.
So we have an official timeout here. I'll let you guys know. I'd like to give thanks to CrossFit Annandale. Offers fun and challenging classes for all levels, from beginners and couch potatoes to experts in fitness and superstars. So if you want to get back in the fit of things, check out CrossFit Annandale.
And I've seen a lot of roller girls who do CrossFit, and the results are amazing. And just the strength and the flexibility that you need to do some of those CrossFit exercises is incredible. Sharp Shredder doing some defensive jamming right there, waiting for a hole to get opened up. Sharp Shredder got stalled up in the pack by Bam, but escapes both jammers. We have a jammer race right here showing up.
A little bit of possible jammer action. Both of them zooming around the track. Intense. My palms are sweating. I'm just holding this microphone here.
In fairness, your palms are usually pretty sweaty no matter what. So Sharp Shredder calls off the jam before any damage can be done. Scoreless jam there. We remain 2 points separating these 2 teams as Yoo-Hoo and Very Kuda stepping up to the line.
Every time these jams start out that pack, it's been very unforgiving. One of them's going to come down to another case of someone getting lucky with the penalty and taking advantage of it, or just a flat out awesome derby being played. So we're probably about to see that right now.
Very, very good. It finds the outside line right away, bursts through. She's going to be lead jammer for Scare Force 1. Turn number 2, seeing the pack with a bit of a battle royal here. Very, very good. It breaks free. She scores 5 points for Scare Force 1. 4-on-3 now in the pack. Helen Handbag rejoining the action here for Scare Force 1.
And Mary Barracuda able to get through, picking up 4 points before shutting that one down. Shut that one down by putting her hands to her hips 4 times. Pick up that 4 points there. Meanwhile, taking their places on the support our troops jammer line, we have Sharp Shredder taking on Jamity Cricket.
And it's important to note Sharp Shredder and Jamity Cricket, the leading scorers for their respective teams. Jamity Cricket with 58 points, Sharp Shredder with 57. So well matched on the jammer line here.
Definitely well matched. Well, hold that thought, and Sharp Shredder zooms right on out there, picking up lead jammer status for Scare Force 1.
Sharp Shredder got trapped in a wall right there.
That wall is not a nice place to be.
I mean, usually when you get trapped in a wall, it's to avoid your mother-in-law coming over, but I'm sorry, Bob's Burgers reference might be too obscure today. Jim gets called off here. Sharp Shredder able to put 3 points onto the board as Jamity Cricket with 0.
And taking their places back on the support our troops jammer line, we have Baby Daddy taking on Yankee Scandal.
15 minutes remaining here in the game, showing up, and 14 points separating these two teams. Of course, the Bombshells have come back on 2 separate occasions, have not taken the lead since going down early in the first period.
We might be back to seeing Snoopy take advantage of the opportunities that are given to them.
Scandal survives whips and pains. She is on her way through. It's a power jam, and on top of that, it looks like Baby Daddy going to the right hand P-Law penalty box. So this is going to be a power jam, Cherry Blossom Bombshells. Bombshells fans, if you're out there, your team needs you to make some noise.
And Yankee Scandal picking up 5 points. Grand slam there for Cherry Blossom Bombshells.
That's going to pull the Bombshells back within single digits. 9 points separating these two teams with 14 minutes left to go in the game. Scandal completes another scoring pass. That's going to be 5 more points added to the total here for the Bombshells. Hanky Spanky's being sent off for a failure to reform. Yankee Scandal got recycled there by Deadly Lamar. A huge hit by Whips and Pains as Yankee Scandal opting to call the jam off. And that's 5 points for the Bombshells. And unless my math is wrong, that's a lead change. 139-138 in favor of the Cherry Blossom Bombshells.
And when the team needs momentum, they pull out all the stops. Cherry Blossom Bombshell did just that. With that last jam there.
Power jam is going to carry over as well, showing up 1075 hook and slasher will be the jammer for the Bombshells. And you have to be wondering if Scare Force 1 may be going through a little bit of deja vu. This is very similar to what happened with the majority whips as well.
Yeah, just a little bit in reverse. The first time they had momentum, and now they're turning and getting adjusted to how things are going.
Hook and slasher lead jammer. Both jammers now back out on the track. Pack advantage is in favor of the Bombshells. Hook and slasher complete the scoring pass. That's 5 points for the Bombshells.
There are skaters going everywhere in that pack there. Both teams battling it out. Trying to get the advantage. Big hit there. Let's see.
Great footwork there by Hook and Slasher. Got rocked like a hurricane and survived.
The name of this one has been Survival. As Hook and Slasher picking up another 5 points there. After that pass, good Lord, it's hits.
Fast-moving pack right now as Bombshells now have a double-digit lead. 11 points separating these two teams. Hook and Slasher wanting to add some more to that before the end of the jam. Slasher getting nudged to the infield. 4 points for the Bombshells. Scare Force 1's going to lose a blocker to an out-of-play nature penalty. Shown up, what an incredible turn of events right here at the DC Armory.
The lead change got it going, and then things just propelled from there as Cherry Blossom Bombshells opening that 1 point lead up to 153 to Scare Force 1's 138.
Official timeout being declared here. A great swing in the last few jams as Yankee Scandal now the leading scorer for the Bombshells. 63 points. Jammin' Cricket right behind her with 58. Hook and Slasher with 27. For Scare Force 1, it is Sharp Shredder and Marion Barry Kuda who have been sort of leading the path. 60 points for Shredder, 55 points for Kuda.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing who's stepping up in the jam position for both teams. All jammers around the same point total too, so they're all taking advantage of hitting their marks wherever they can, putting those points for their respective teams. So it's been as far as numbers go, it's been good to even. Just the penalties are coming in and doing their thing for either team, they at least expected.
Absolutely, Velocity Raptor back out there on the track for Scare Force 1. Good to see her back out there. As Jammin' Cricket bursts through the back first, she's going to be lead jammer for the Bombshells showing up.
They're right on through there. Package is super fast. Big hit thrown there by Helma Handbag.
Jammin' Cricket looking to extend this lead right now as 15 points for these teams with 10 minutes left in the game. 4 more points for the Bombshells, going to make that lead 19 points.
Now a methodical play comes back into the mix of things here as 4 points went on the board and that one got shut back down. He's getting situated for yet another, should be another action-packed jam.
And it looks like Jammin' Cricket was penalized after the jam, so Sharp Shredder now up to jam, and it's a power jam in favor of Scare Force. The last 3 jams have gone heavily in the favor of the Bombshells, 33-0. So this is a great chance for Scare Force to sort of bring themselves back into the game as Sharp Shredder escapes the pack, and she will be lead.
Right, she was able to get on through there. Even with a 4-on-3 advantage, Bombshells lost that pack. But that doesn't matter as she picks up 5 points. A grand slam from Scare Force 1 via Sharp Shredder.
Pack almost at a standstill between turns 1 and 2 as it looks like Artemis Conduct is going to go to the right IP wall penalty box. Sharp Shredder gets past Scarlet O'Snap, completing another pass for 5 points for Scare Force.
Definitely take advantage of the power jam situation. Sharp Shredder.
Shredder trying to get through. Survives right dirty. Scarlet O'Snap once again 5 more points. That 19-point lead is evaporating very quickly here. It's now down to 4 points separating these two teams. As Sharp Shredder slices and dices through the pack 5 points, and that's going to give Scare Force 1 the lead showing up.
We talked about who's going to take advantage when the opportunities were presented to them, rather. And Skipples one Sharp Shredder doing just that with that previous power jam. And after another 5 points, Shredder shuts things down.
And that is going to swing things back in the favor of Scare Force 163 to 157. Clock is now frozen at 8 minutes 15 seconds due to a team timeout taken. While we have a team timeout, Shona, tell me more about that after party.
Well, besides fun, it's
I like fun.
Yeah,
That's good.
It's going to be adventurous. Pit Social actually has a plethora of games, almost life-size Jenga. That's right, huge Jenga pieces.
Wait, life-size Jenga.
Huge Jenga pieces.
The structural integrity must be very dangerous.
You have to use 2 hands to move the pieces.
Well, no, a pro Jenga player will use 2 hands.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I'm just saying, I'm kind of a ninja at Jenga.
But now you can try the big piece version. Foosball too there, if you guys are interested in foosball.
Foosball?
That's right.
This sounds like quite the place to go. Foosball and life-size Jenga.
Skee ball, I saw on the website. Yes, right, skee ball.
Those are 3 of my favorite things.
I know where you need to go after this. That's right. Pit Social's where the after party's at.
I've got the shakes with excitement.
This one's about to get back underway. We have Yankee Scandal taking on Mary Barracuda to support our True Jammerline. There goes the whistle. There's the skaters. Mary Barracuda picking up lead jammer status.
3-on-2 pack advantage in favor of Scare Force 1. Very Barracuda opting to call off the jam. Sound strategy there by Mary Barracuda there because Scare Force 1 had the back. If she had entered the pack and Yankee Scandal darted right behind her, Yankee Scandal would have put up some points on the board. So better to keep it scoreless and let your opponent score here.
So there's nothing wrong with a little bit of strategy in favor of not letting your opponent possibly score points, which is exactly what happened there.
Or as some may say, strategery.
Yes, I think for 2013, I and other people have moved that word out of their respective vocabularies.
Well, those people are not cool. Sharp Shredder out there, she's certainly not mild as she gets lead jammer status. Seven minutes remaining here in the game as Shredder trying to widen that lead. Calling off the jam. 3 points picked up here by Scare Force showing up.
Back to that methodical point total, so the accumulation of points there, hit and quit it. As the score is currently 166, Scare Force 1, 157 Cherry Blossom Bombshells. Just under 7 minutes left. And this arm burner, so it's this nail biter between Scare Force 1 and Cherry Blossom Bombshells.
Yankee Scandal, as you mentioned, going up against a quarter pain right now. Bombshells trailing by 9. They came back 3 times in the game thus far. Do they have a 4th comeback in them? We're going to find out in the next 6 minutes.
That's right. A lot of time left to see if they do or not.
It looks like they might have some comeback in them. Yankee Scandal is first. She's going to be lead jammer for the Bombshells. And a quarter pain being sent out for a track cut major. Power Jam Bombshells.
They have a power jam. They have the numbers advantage in the back. And Yankee Scandal's able to get through for 5 points. Grand slam there with the Cherry Blossom Bombshells.
This day has been some of the craziest roller derby I've seen in a while.
And speaking of crazy, Yankee Scandal just hit the outside there, picking up another 5 points.
Bombshells have retaken the lead with that 5-point scoring pass. Yankee Scandal finds another way through. That's going to be another 5 points added for the Bombshells, extending their lead to 6 points shown up.
That's right, she took a bone-rattling hit from that pickle there. But stayed on the skates, went on through. Picking up 5. Hey, look at that, another 5 points for the Grand Slam for Yankee Scandal.
So this is the the fourth time the Bombshells have made a comeback in this game, very back and forth. But not only does that show you the resiliency of the Bombshells, but also of Scare Force as well, because they have come back each time as well.
That's right, it has been a battle of tenacity. Who has it more? Who wants it more? Haven't been able to find out, but we're under 5 minutes, so we're going to have to find out whether we like it or not. As up on the Support Our Troops Jammer line, we have Jammin' Cricket taking on Marion Barracuda.
Second half thus far has belonged to the Bombshells, 98-61 in the second half. They currently lead, like Shoda mentioned, by 11 with 4.5 minutes remaining in the game. As Jammin' Cricket is through, lead jammer for the Bombshells. Gets around Velocity Raptor and held a handback. 4 points picked up, showing up.
That's right, we're back to that methodical scoring method there. Putting the points up, shutting it down, getting started for another one. The score is currently 181, Cherry Blossom Bombshells 166, Scare Force 1, under 4 minutes left.
Leading scorers for both teams are out on the track right now. Yankee Scanner with 83 points, Sharp Shredder with 88 points. They are jamming against each other.
I think the music is appropriate enough. I'm having Rocky 3 flashbacks right now.
Well, if we go to Rocky 4, there's no easy way out of this game. As right now, both jammers trying to fight their way through the pack. No easy way out of the pack. Yankee Scanner fights her way out. She's lead jammer for the Cherry Blossom Bombshells.
That's right. Zooming on through. No shortcut home for that one on that jam.
15 points separating these two teams. Yankee Scanner looking to extend the lead. 4 more points. They're back at a 19-point lead with less than 3 minutes left to go.
One word comes to mind right now, just wow. Both teams have been battling back and forth. We are under 3 minutes left in this one. Putting slashes on the Support Tree Jam line for Cherry Blossom Bombshells taking on Marion Barracuda, Scare Force 1.
Now last time Scare Force 1 was down by 19 points, they fired back with a 25-point jam. Can history repeat itself in this jam showing up?
Well, this Groundhog Day repeats to happen, and we might just be seeing that right now.
Very, very good lead jammer for the Scare Force 1. They've got some ground to make up and some time to do it, but not a lot of time remaining on the clock.
This is the part where you got to pick your shot and figure out what road you're gonna take to get through this one.
Hook and Slasher had the jam defensively there. Saw Marion Barracuda coming up and administered a great shoulder check. Velocity Raptor being sent to the right IP wall penalty box for a high block major penalty. Hook and Slasher now escaping the pack. Marion Barracuda with some great footwork there. She's going to pick up 4 points here for Scare Force 1.
As we line up here, we're closing in on 1 minute left on the period clock. Should this jam go past, if the period clock ends while the jam's still going on, we're going to go by the jam clock should the situation arise.
And it is my unfortunate duty to announce to you that Velocity Raptor has fouled out of the game. She has been replaced in the penalty box. And we have an official timeout right now. That's going to stall the clock out at 54 seconds. But we're about to get back into action. 15 points separating these two teams. Jammin' Cricket up on the line against Sharp Shredder. Showed up. Is your brain able to process thoughts right now?
Abba Zabba. If I could this one in.
You feel free to do that, show up, because right now both jammers trying to fight their way through that pack. Jammin' Cricket wins the scoring pass. 4 points for the Bombshells.
History on Groundhog Day, I swear.
Here we go. Whistle gone. This game is underway.
Cherry Blossom Bombshells, 189. Stair Force 1, 171. The Bombshells have done the impossible here at the DC Armory.
There's some things you wonder if you're ever going to see them. The Bombshells are going out and do what many people thought couldn't be done.
Well, like I mentioned, the last time Stair Force 1 tasted defeat, the majority whips didn't even exist. The Cherry Blossom Bombshells didn't win a single game that whole season. So the Bombshells finally the team to the end of the streak.
History on Groundhog Day.
The Cherry Blossom Bombshells. Incredible win for the Bombshells.
Better way to kick off February. Another season.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, stay on the line because once again, we need to pay respect. 3 years is a long time to go undefeated. Stay on the line and show some love for the flight attendants of Scare Force 1. Scare Force 1, that's a long time to go without a loss.
That's a long time, but they are in the record books, the history books of the DC Armory for DC Rollergirls.
Still a team in the running for the three in a row. They got to think they're going to regroup, come back strong next month right here. It's going to be March 30th right here at the DC Armory. Action showing up.
Have fun. Let's watch their reaction.
Make sure you stick around. We'll have MVPs for this game here in just a moment. As soon as the teams pick their MVPs, we will let you know who they were. So once again, if you want to know who the MVPs were, stick around. If you are headed to the after party, make sure you head there safely. We'll be back in just a few moments with the MVPs. Oh, and just so you guys have a heads up,
You get the first bout too? Yeah. Oh, no, not the first bout. I missed the first bout on bounce video, but this one. Wow. First.